Hey, how's it going, Strikers? Today we're going to talk about one of the best 4-star monsters out there, and that's dear Lotta. Now, you may have all heard why she is top tier, but today, let me tell you why she stands out as better than even some of the 5-star monsters out there. About dear Lotta, she is a piercing type with low damage, low attack, and low speed. And what makes her insanely good is that her active boosts the attack of an ally by 1.8 for about 11 turns, I think. So this makes for some interesting scenarios. I'll show you some examples of teams you can use with her, and what monsters may fail with her. Alright? Keep in mind, you don't have to follow these exact teams. You want to mix and match to whatever you like. Keep in mind, 5 stars are extremely rare, so don't worry if you don't have the complete set. Some Descend dungeons in particular may require you to use a specific monster or require you to take out specific monsters from your team. Definitely play with your friends in co-op and you can have some of the strongest teams out there too. So for team 1, this is what I call a bump active team. And this team is pretty good with dear Lotta. Now, what happens is I have Wildcat and Oda Nobunaga, and what both of these guys do is once they touch an ally, they send that ally shooting way off into the distance, you know, and each ally it touches can all bounce and do damage, and it just makes things crazy on the map. So what you want to do is you want to have a dear Lotta and 3 of these. So here's Oda Nobunaga. Oops. So with dear Lotta, if you manage to tag all your allies, they'll be doing 1.8 times damage, and they're all going to be flying across the map for some crazy damage. So 4th ally, you want to put a bouncing type because Oda and Wildcat works best with bouncing type. You can put an Oda, Wildcat, anything else that bounces. One thing to note is in dungeons with a lot of gravity barriers, Oda is not the best choice. In dungeons with a lot of walls, damage walls, Wildcat is not the best choice. So, you know, you switch it around sometimes. As for a 4th ally, you don't want to put a piercing type because those tend to slow down drastically as you use Wildcat or Oda as active. Alright, and team 2, this is my favorite team. I call it a Zeus burst team, and this team is pretty much, you're gonna be stalling for 30 turns, but it'll provide you with the fastest speed clears out there. You might ask, what's with all these piercers? You know, you won't be doing any damage with that. Well, that's why I have Mundus. He takes care of the small fries. And since each of these guys have explosions, you know, there's no way you won't be able to activate Mundus at least once every round. But if you manage to make it to the boss and stall enough for their actives to come up, you can do something called an overkill. So overkilling is when you deal enough damage to wipe out the remainder of the boss's HP in one shot, with extra damage to carry on to the next HP bar. So you don't use this on the last HP bar. You use it on the second to last or third to last, something like that. But basically, it's especially useful to burst right past a boss before he uses a high damage move and take him down enough on the next floor so that you know, you escape his long cooldown moves again. And I already explained why I put Mundus in here. And that's to help with the small fodder creatures, but you can basically use any other homing. And for the pros, you can even run an Arthur. Arthur's really good with dear Lotta because of her active, and if you're really good at positioning that upward shooting laser, I'm not good at positioning, but it's hard. Good luck. Recommended 4th ally, homing. You know, monsters with strong actives that work really good with dear Lotta, and monsters with strong bump combos that once again work really good with dear Lotta. Or, you know, you can even add another Zeus for like 3.6 million damage burst. That is pretty insane. Good luck trying to make it to the boss though. So not recommended for this team. Probably Marguerite. And that's because, you know, her active doesn't really stack with Zeus's. Someone verify with me on this. I don't really know. And I'm pretty sure this team doesn't need any more piercing. It's got enough piercing. Unless you want to put another homing piercing on there. But yeah, with piercing, your damage just won't be enough. Simply that. I wouldn't put her on any farming team. Unless you do a Dear Loda Mundus, or Dear Loda Teeny. That's crazy. That's up to you. But here's a tip. Because she's so easy to get from the hatcher, you want to stack Lotta's luck and then place her in the front of your party, just so you can grab all that delicious Morlings, +5 attack Morlings. Yeah, but the rest is up to you. Good luck and peace out. If you like this video, please subscribe, follow our Twitter, and visit monsterstrikedatabase.com. Thanks. Oh god, I missed it. Oh god. How do you miss? I'm the worst player ever.